We continue in chapter 37. Chapter 37, one word, Masenu. It's up to us. We are going to accomplish through our divine service, our actions. It's dependent on us to bring the final redemption, to bring Mashiach. We will change the world for good. So we spoke about yesterday that it's the vehicle of the mitzvah and the Torah study that we do, and that is what achieves the presence of God in this world. That's what achieves the presence of God. So what we're seeing over here, there's a parallel thing going on in us and the world. In us, that we are transforming the klipa in us, the animal soul, when we do a mitzvah, when we study Torah, like right now. Right? The animal soul, vital soul, just wants to enjoy and have a pleasurable life. And what are you doing it? What are you doing now? You're studying Torah. You're transforming it in the moment from the klipas noiga into holiness. Right? Likewise, when you do a mitzvah, you're taking that part of the world and doing that. So, the Jewish people comprise, as we explained yesterday, 600,000 general souls. And that becomes then the general source of vitality for the world. As the world's created for this purpose. So each specific one of these souls contains the related vitality that's necessary to 1/600,000th part of the entire world. So imagine a tree that has 600,000 branches. Each branch is responsible for 1/600,000th part of the universe, of the world. And it depends on that vital soul to elevate to God everything of the vital soul, what it needs. Which, what does that mean? Well, we're not talking about the mitzvah now. The mitzvah is God's thing that we got to do. Talking about the vital soul, what does it need? Well, its portion of the world, what does it need? It needs the things to keep it going. Food, drink, a dwelling, a place to live, utensils to live, things to live. Right? So that's what the vital soul needs. So that vital soul needs it. Just about you if you can mute yourself. Thank you. That vital soul needs it to take and elevate it. So when the 600,000 branches of this tree that has 600,000 buds, and each one are fulfilling the portion of that 1/600,000th that is divided between these general souls. So when all of this is being used to, all of the materiality that we have is used in order to serve God, then what are we doing? We're elevating all of the materiality of this world. And by doing that, we change the world for good and bring Mashiach, which we'll see more about that. $200 ago, an average person owned about 200 items. They had just one pen, but it was a trusty pen. They probably had one weekday set of clothing and one Shabbos set of clothing, and maybe another working the field clothing. They didn't have that much. They didn't need that much. Seems like it was okay. Today, the average person has 20,000 items that they own. 20,000. You've got lots of pens, not just one. You might even have a dozen, or even 100 pens at home, right? You don't have just one trusty mug. You probably have a lot of mugs at home for yourself, let alone, if you have guests. We got a lot. So we are a consumer culture. And there's a lot of negativity that comes with being consumer culture. No doubt. That being said, though, every negativity has to have some positive side. What is the positive side? With the notion that we just spoke about, that the material world reflects the vital soul, the animal soul that we have. The animal soul is vitality from klipa snaiga. We need to elevate it. The material world, through us, doing the mitzvah, by way of all the things that bring us to do a mitzvah, the energy that we get from food and drink and from shelter and all the things that we need, the pen that we need and everything that we need, a desk that you need, a chair that you need, and all these things you could do the mitzvah, will allow us then to take the vital soul of the world, the klipa of the world, and elevate it. So it comes out that maybe the more we have, the more opportunity we have to elevate. Now, of course, it's a big test, because the more you have, the more opportunity that you're just going to be hedonistic and just, have because, hey, I want to have, right? I want to have. But if it's having in order that I could then elevate, say, yeah, have a beautiful home. Have beautiful, utensils in your home that adorn the home in a beautiful way. On the contrary, there's great wealth now. So if all that wealth is you have a beautiful home so you can invite guests and you can have Shabbos in a beautiful atmosphere with people around the table who are inspired by the materiality. They're inspired by the materiality. That's great. Great food they're inspired by. Great children, good. L'chaim, and it's wonderful. Because through that, they'll come to the mitzvah. So we have an abundance today. And that abundance is because we could use it for the sake of the mitzvah more than ever before. That is a clear sign, in my estimation, of how we're getting closer to Mashiach. Because of that abundance, it gives us the opportunity that we could use it in a unique way that's never been before. 200 years ago, we owned 200 things, an average person. Today, 20,000 things. It's this great abundance. Materialism. Throw it away. Get rid of it. Too much. Yes, if it's self-directed. But if we use it for the sake of the mitzvah, then it's a beautiful thing, and we should use it. We should use it towards, and that's the good message of the abundance that we have today, that we can use it for a mitzvah, God-directed, and therefore elevate more of the material world than ever before in a quantitative and qualitative manner is the opportunity that we have. Powerful idea. Powerful idea. And with that, folks, I bid everybody a wonderful day. I have a bris that I have to go to, as I mentioned. I'm Rabbi Ronnie Fine coming to you for Chabad Zuch and Kadesh, my Charles County. It's a privilege and a pleasure to share with you the Tanya. Have a wonderful day.